To locate my server is a local host and a travel store. Okay, this is the Drupal installer interface. By default, Drupal allows you to set up your environment into English language. You can select other languages also. So here we are going to develop into the English. So I'll say install Drupal in English. This is just some steps you need to follow because this is an installer, and like some other software installer, when we install some packages or something, or you take Yahoo Messenger or something else, or some websites, or sorry, not the website, some kind of application. So you just go through the setup steps. So we are just doing the same thing out here with the Drupal environment. The first and most thing, what do you need? A database. We have just created a database in our local environment, and the name of the database is Travel Store. The username, if you are using the remote location, from your control panel you will get all the database details. What is the database name, the database username, and the password and all. So for my local, I have the username as root, and password, I'm not defining any password. If you're using a remote location, that time from the hosting companies, you get only sometime one database or two databases. So in that case, what you can do, you can have some prefix for your database, some table name. So we can just see the database and then see what all tables related to my Drupal environment. For that, you can just put some prefix out here like Drupal, TRV, or ABCD, XYZ, whatever. So whatever prefix you are put out here, that will get added before the name of each table which is used under the Drupal environment. So because we are using a fresh database out here, and I'm using a separate database out here for my Drupal installer, so I'm not going to put any prefix. I'll just leave the default settings because it is in the local environment and I'm using the default port. So this required thing is the database name and then the username and password. So I'll say continue. This is just installing the creating the data required table and making the changes into the setting file, and then just putting the all the details. Now what next? It has already installed everything on my Drupal local environment. What do we need? Now what it's need a basic information. What is your site name? So that is, I'll just say Travel Store. Okay, and the email address, this email address belongs to the admin, because if you make any kind of changes, any notification, your login details will go to this email address. Later on you can change this email address from the site information. So or right now I'm just giving my support at travelstore.com. Okay, this is the site name and the email address for the admin. Now what? The username. The first username after the initial installation, it asks you for the username and password. That first username and password is a super admin for your Drupal environment. So here I'm going to give name as my admin, and the email address I'm using the same, and I'm giving some password. Okay, I'm just giving some basic password. You can give a proper password for it. It is take a time zone as per your running environment. So my local is having a default time zone is GMT plus 5:30. Clean URL. For the SEO compatible, we need a clean URL. Clean URL is a static URL which will just give you the static address on the address bar. If you disable it, it will give you ampersand, and with query string kind of URL you will get. So to make your site very SEO compatible, we will be giving the clean URLs. So let's have clean URLs enable and say save settings. Okay. Now what it says, congratulations, Drupal has been successfully installed. But before that, it is just showing me some red mark. What it is? When you install a Drupal, the email address you have provided, it is going to send a mail to on that email address. So that will include your basic admin details and the email address and the configuration and all. In my local environment, I have not set up the email SMTP ports and all. That's the reason it is just giving an error. That's it has failed to send the mail. Because you know the you login name and password, everything, so that's fine right now, but you make sure your mail server is working before you install it if you are using on the remote environment. Now this is done. We have created a website. Where is my website? So here it is showing you. So please review the message above, and this is your new website. So when I click on that, it is going to take me to my website. This is my website, but this is not what I want to build. Now what? This is a helper for defining each and everything in your website. The first page is giving you instruction, step-by-step instruction, that what all sections are available and what all things you can do out here. So as we have seen some overview of the Drupal, like modules, themes, content, that is a node, and then taxonomy and all. So here it is defining like this. You can go to admin section and the module list, and this is theming section and the create content and all. Don't worry if you miss this page, then also you have an admin section from where you can directly go to the admin section because you have logged in as an admin. If you log in as an end user, if you create more account and you won't give privileges and admin privileges, that time you won't give the admin information. First and most, what do we need? As per my template, I need something to store my daily updates, daily news, my travel deals, and my some static pages and all. So for that, what I need a node. Node is basically we create from the content type. So here it is posting me to create a content type. Or you can directly go to the admin section. The whole admin section divided into 3 to 4 parts. Whatever is related to content, you can go to the content management. Whatever is related to building a site, like adding modules, themes, blocks, views, that is you're building a website. Related to creating a website, where do you need to go? You need to go to site building section. Site configuration, that means if you want to change your login details, your email address, your basic other information of your added modules and all, site configuration, you can easily go and make the changes. We'll see how to use each and every section. The moment we'll just keep adding other things. User management, this is to maintain your user, what all user you have, what all role you want to define, what privilege you want to give, and their username and the password, and the other settings while creating a user, how you want to make sure like the email validation and all. So the look and feel right now, what you are looking is a default Drupal environment which has a garland theme. We'll see how to change that as well. But before, as we have targeted our travel store which is having some details, so as per my layout, I have my content ready which I can just keep including in my environment. So first let's go to my content type. By default,